Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention. Trying to work out why haven't we started yet, and it was because I was one of the people at the front chatting, not paying attention to the room. Thank you for coming back promptly. We first of all heard a little bit more theory this morning, so we're going to move into hearing some practical real-time stories about exchanges and mobility, examples of mobility that have taken place. And you don't need to hear really any more from me, so we'll start straight away with Lluis from Spain, whichever we were learning this morning is the most popular. I'm sure not because of the beaches, but because of the wonderful experience that people have that we're going to hear about. So please welcome our colleague Lluis, who will explain to us about a situation that happened in Barcelona in Spain. Thank you. Also, to let you know, because there are bossy colleagues of mine who are there with bells and all sorts, when you have 5 minutes to go, there will be a red card. I'm not very good at football. In fact, I'm appalling at any sports, but it should be a yellow one. Yellow is the warning. Red means you're off. But I could make a sexist remark about getting it all wrong, but anyway, there will be a red card as your warning, and then the bell will sound. You've been warned.
Okay, thank you very much, David. In fact, I am Lluis Tort. I'm a professor at the University Autónoma of Barcelona, and yes, in Spain it's popular. I think it was the climate rather than the beaches, you know. But anyway, we had a very nice hosting experience at the university with Emilia. And what I will say is not much, if you want, but also a lot for this experience. First of all, I think that this came or started with another EURASTiP meeting. That was a very good opportunity to meet people from South Asian countries. And I think that was very important because UAB and UMT had not a specific relationship. We knew each other in congresses and meetings, but not specific. And I think that opportunity is very important. So we could contact, and then because we knew each other, because we knew the faces, and because we knew persons that we thought we would be able to interact and to do something together, we decided to go for the EURASTiP. And then this is images of the two universities. Well, practical things were the organization or the length of stay, the period of the year, what subjects to develop between the two groups, the two universities, the two research groups, in fact. What would be the research plans or the training possibilities? What would be the preliminary schedule and transport and accommodation? I think for the specific plans and training of this was 3 weeks, 4 weeks stage. It's very, very important to do this in advance and try to plan as much as possible, because it's not too much time. So it's very important to plan this and having the schedule appropriated in order to not to lose time. Okay, details. Of course, develop scientific and technical plans. In fact, what happens is that this will serve for the future, not really for this or as well for these weeks. But the idea is then how to continue with this. The social aspects are interesting, as has been said. Of course, you have to count in security protocols, laboratory life, etc. I mean, this is something that the rules now are there and then have to. Then also we took advantage of the university resources in terms of we had meetings with international offices, technology transfer, scientific and technical services, and organization. Of course, the universities sometimes are organized differently, so it's interesting to see how it works in one university compared to the other. This, okay. Okay, and I finish with this. And my message is that EURASTiP has been very, very important for our exchange. I think EURASTiP type of design should continue, and we need something that could put together our universities, because if not, we have a number of course of exchanges with other people in other areas of the world, and etc. But normally this comes from personal commitments, personal knowledge, etc., and for very specific research points or training. But now, because of EURASTiP and because this starting communication, we are able to start a new project with a new university and a lot of prospects with Emilia and her team to develop. So I think that I insist that something like EURASTiP should continue in order to develop all this context with Southeast Asia and Europe. Thank you.